Okay, good evening, and the Akufi Princess is back. Yes, just check on your clock, and it's exactly 9 p.m. on eTVGhana, and it's time to vibe. So just tune in, call a friend to tell a friend that the Akufi Princess is live on eTV with Girl Vibes. And on Facebook, it's at eTVGhana, so make sure you like and share, okay? And then home outfits now, Maya, come on, and you're styling, Phyllis, yeah, I couldn't talk the man's and no styling, but it's fine. So it's going to be exciting as I'm, blushing. And my guests are looking all bluish. And that's the back of my yasha, down the yasha blue. And very soon I'll introduce them to you. But let's get interactive on WhatsApp at 020-2222-054. 020-2222-054. And today, again, yes, we are proudly sponsored by Cheesy Pizza, and I have cheesy vouchers in the house that I'll be giving to my guests here. So our time is far gone, so let me just start up with the discussion, and then we'll get to Cheesy to give you phone numbers about Cheesy Pizza and also our normal programs that have started on eTVGhana. And still, we are in the Tech Month on GMABC, that is Global Media Alliance, YFM, eTV, and Happy FM. We are talking about technology. And then also, Yarshase on Girl Vibes. And today we are talking about the growing use of female influencers and brand ambassadors. Brand ambassadors na influencers no car difference bi o ma Kinora wa ha Yvonne so ha enti ma me introduce one fast forward na chede em fan komo chuchu no kodo because ende ember ni bi ato ko John Wezi hen ember ni bi now Yvonne, my bluish partner, now don't worry, me fraud the Asia blue and I will from the and I will from the Asia blue.
There's you. I say you're twinning kakra.
It looks like we are twinning.
We are all
I think so. We are.
And then a deep blue.
Yeah.
Kinora.
Yes.
Hi.
Thank you,
Hey. The number one white lady among the three black ladies. It's in the two blacks, one fair colored lady. I mean, Akwaaba.
Thank you.
To both of you. And so Kinora is a chef. Yes, she's a very good cook and a founder of Telendi World Limited. And she's an influencer as well. So we'll talk about who an influencer is. I'll take that one straight to Kinora. And I also have Ivona Champon, yes, a beautiful black skin lady. She's a client services director and influencer manager at NAA, that is Now Available Africa, right?
Yes.
Good, I got it right. So welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
And we are going to vibe.
Yes, you're ready.
Just feel free, let's vibe, and then,
we're ready.
Educate
We're
ourselves
so ready.
and also have fun. So you can also share on Facebook at eTVGhana. Now, come on, your influencer out there. You can also share with us your opinion. Now, at the latter side of the show, now also cry for influencers now or social media. I will make it scabby and any benefit out of it. And I find there. I will social media no worry did the war but don't come you don't come in uncle fertile. And now one can say worry but don't come in is can when you big uncle to kunma. Kinora, being an influencer,
right?
Are you making a lot of money? Are you making good sum of money?
Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it depends on the individual as well. Your brand also says how much you're gonna take as well and how you've branded yourself. So yeah, for me, I think it's worth it. But that's not my only source of income. It's just you balance on the side. Right, exactly.
So who is an influencer?
An influencer is someone who has the power to affect purchasing, let's say, decisions of people. Because let's say if I'm an influencer and my audience can relate to me in different ways and I have authority and a good relationship with them, everything I post, they sort of give a good feedback and if possible purchase as well. So yeah, I think in general an influencer is someone who has the power to produce good content and improve purchasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yvonne, being an influencer manager, hey, tell that way boss so is there anything you want to add up to the definition that Yvonne Kinora just gave?
I think she's spot on. I mean, when we think influencer, I think we just need to get to the root of the word, which means to influence. And I think it's easy to think of influencers in this modern age of influencer marketing as these social media gurus, right? Creating content and causing people to purchase or do something. But at the very basic level, I feel an influencer is someone who is able to cause people to think differently about something, right? And sometimes our biggest influencers are not even online. Sometimes your biggest influencer might be your mother, for example.
Okay.
Right? And when you ask a lot of people who is the person that has influenced you the most, they will probably say my mom or my sister or something. So to really understand the concept of influencer marketing, you need to take it to the basics and think about people who have caused you to think differently about something. Or people that have caused you to kind of make a decision about something. But Kinora is right, there is good money in influencer marketing nowadays.
Okay.
People are making really good living from influencer marketing. And I think as we go along, we'll kind of break it down so that people will get a better understanding of how this works.
All right, thank you. So who can even be an influencer? As a manager, you know, influencer manager, who would you accept as an influencer?
Well,
before you put your money on?
I would dare say that anyone can be an influencer.
Anyone at all? Anyone
can be an influencer. Because there are so many different types of influencers.
Okay.
There is something called kidfluencers, right? It's this emergent trend of people creating social media channels for their kids and creating content with their kids. And these kids then become influencers for kid fashion, for example. So anyone can be an influencer. I think
for
the
diapers and all that.
I think the most important thing is to be true to who you are, to identify your niche. Kinora is clearly in the food and the lifestyle space, and it's something that she has done for a long time. So when she talks about it, it's an authentic voice, right? People don't feel like she's faking because they know they've seen her make all of these food videos over the past years. So
and
I think
she
anyone
being
can
a chef as well.
Yes, exactly. Anyone can be an influencer as long as you're willing to put in the work and you are honest about what you want to do. Has of these food videos.
Okay. So is there any difference between a brand ambassador and then an influencer?
Yeah, I think there is a difference, even though there are like similarities.
Okay. So first of all, just explain to us who a brand ambassador is, and then you let us know the difference between the two.
Okay, so basically, I think the explanation would just go straight into the difference. Because let's say with an ambassador, the person is sort of represents the brand solely, and there are some clause when it comes to being an ambassador. Example, if I'm working with, let's say, a milk brand, and I'm not supposed to probably wear a competitor brand's colors, example. And also in terms of duration of the contracts, with an ambassador is more of a longer duration than an influencer. Influencer usually is just like either a few number of posts within a certain period of time. And also, you know, obviously if you're an ambassador, the payment is definitely hefty because it's for a longer duration. So yeah, there's a great difference, even though it's almost the same thing. Yeah. And as an influencer too, I think it's not, let's say a brand ambassador is supposed to be present in terms of all events and activations for a brand, and it's supposed to be on billboards
so you represent the brand.
Fully. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, is there anything you want to add?
Yes, I think that influencer marketing is like a derivative of brand ambassadorship, if I want to put it that way. When this whole thing came into our country and globally, I think that let me think about Ghana. I remember back in the day, the most famous brand ambassadors we could think about were Samini for MTN, for example, or Jackie Appiah for IPMC. These were people who became iconic faces of this brand. But over time, the concept of brand ambassadorship has evolved, right? And people are looking for a bridge between the brand and their consumer. They are looking for a human face, right? That is why they look for brand ambassadors, or that's why they look for influencers. Like Kinora said, we feel influencers as kind of smaller brand ambassadors. I think it all gets down to the details of whatever contract you decide to sign. Because at Now Available, we've had brand influencers that have appeared on billboards, for example, or had to attend brand activations or parties.
But
or
still,
stuff like
they are
that.
not ambassadors.
So they are
yet.
not technically ambassadors. An
Okay.
influencer, in a way, is still an ambassador because they speak for the brand. They endorse the brand in a certain
But
way.
they
especially
don't
when they
have
are paid.
contracts with the
Everyone
brand.
is
Is that
paid.
it?
Everyone is paid. But there are levels to this. You know, there are different
Can you
types.
break it down for us?
Okay. So to keep it very simple, we like to look at influencers in 3 different tiers, right? We think about it as, we always say we have a 3-tier influencer strategy. At the very top, it's tier 1. And you would have people like Sarkodie. You have people like Shatawale. These are celebrities.
The A-list artists.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The A-listers, the movie stars, the music stars. These are people that probably have a cult following. I'm sure if Sarkodie showed up here,
Hey.
I don't know about you, but I'll just get up and I'll start hyping him. Hey, Sak.
Same here.
Exactly. So these are tier 1 influencers. At the second tier, you have people like Inora who have identified niches for themselves. There are people who are tech experts. There are people who are all about fashion.
Okay.
There are people who are in the lifestyle space. You have people like Ifua Reader, for example, who's a very known lifestyle influencer. So these are people who identify different tiers or different areas for themselves, and they operate in these areas. So if I'm a brand, for example, if I'm a milk brand, it makes sense for me to work with someone in the food space. If I'm a perfume brand, it makes sense for me to look for someone in the lifestyle space. Now, at the very bottom, you have people with very smaller, following.
Yeah.
But these are people that they can make stuff go viral because when they post, everyone is all around.
They have large following on
Exactly.
social media.
Right? These are the Twitter people that are making things go viral. So just to keep it simple, that is how we like to look at these. People have different classifications of influencers. But I think this is a very simple way to look at it, as big celebrities, and then the in-betweeners, and then the people at the bottom who are just making stuff go viral.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bottom ones are the people with large followings on social media.
They may not even have really large followings.
So
some people
what would you put somebody like Hajia Bintu?
I would say Hajia Bintu, I would put her at the tier 3 type
Tier
of.
3.
Because I think she's making a name for herself, and eventually if she's able to identify a niche for herself,
exactly.
then she will be able to command a premium. Because if we don't know what you are for, then it becomes a little hard for brands to figure you out and say, what exactly is this girl doing?
So
we're
hold
not
on,
sure.
no, I'm not cutting you, but is it that you need to belong to a certain, product?
No,
Is
it's not
it
so much a
that?
product,
Okay.
but it's.
I think you need to have a solid brand as an individual and something people can identify you with. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I
so
get you now.
if it's fashion, then I know that you're a fashion person or you are in the lifestyle space, and which is another really interesting.
Or the food side, like
or the
Kenora.
food side. But you see, the interesting thing about Kenora, I think, is that I think she's been able to identify 2 different areas to operate in. There's the food side. She has a Talande page, where it's all about creating food content, but on her personal page, it's very lifestyle-ish.
Okay.
And so you see collaborations with lifestyle brands in that space. So I think it's really about people believing you being authentic, because you can't, if you're not really a lifestyle person, and you suddenly show up with hashtag ad, like to do hashtag paid ad or paid partnership with Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to believe you because they don't know you to be that type of person. It's not really who you are. So I think that if you are authentic and if you build your brand correctly, then you can begin to command a premium.
Okay. Okay, so I believe you're listening and hear for yourself. You need to make a lot of money on social media. Don't just be there and having fun and doing everything. You need to be for a specific, something to be. Which one do you even use it for? You use the word.
Brand.
Okay, so you need a
have
solid brand for yourself and get to make a lot of money. As a young woman, myself, I mean, we are all trying to get up as influencers on Wupro. I believe you heard about Wupro.
Yes.
Good. So are you on Wupro now?
I'm not.
Please, right after. Right after this show, I'll just take your phone. Because I followed you up today on Instagram.
Right.
I was trying to check up. It's something that I usually do, to get to know more about my guests. So I went through to your Instagram. I think I requested for your handles and then I went through. I was like, wow. So with your following the number of people over there, and I was like, wow. So please take advantage of Wupro and make more money, because being an influencer, you just get to be on Wupro. And here is the case, you won't even go purchasing for the products. The products will come from Wupro. They will search for it for you, and then you just be there making, hey sister, the way you are nodding, when the money comes, make sure you give me some.
I think the great thing about products or like the platform like Wupro is the fact that sometimes brands they struggle to quantify the value of influencers, because I think depending on what you want to do, you are looking for different results. Some people, you are just looking to amplify your content. You're not looking for them to create content for you, because you know that they have the following, right?
So you already have your
you are
content,
not going to,
and
for example, ask Sarkodie to
celebrate.
create a funny video. Nobody's going to believe that, because we know he's a cool, reserved guy.
Sarkodie will not even do
He
it
won't
for
do
you.
it, right?
With his
But
brand,
if you put
he
it on
won't.
his page, all his fans would see it.
Yeah.
But there are people that you could count on to actually create content. So I think the advantage of a platform like Wupro is it allows you to kind of put a value on these influencers and know how much they are worth, how much they're bringing to you.
And I also think that sometimes when clients are looking for the right influencers, they sometimes struggle. They do not know who is the right person for the brand. So if there's a solid brand like Wupro, I'm not advertising.
Please, it's necessary. Wupro
I
is
think
for us.
it will make it
so
easier for
just
clients to contact them
ahead.
directly and be like, oh, I need X amount of people or influencers to do this job. So
Okay, so I'm not
So
cutting you.
platforms
Hold
like
on quickly. Let's go for a short break. When we come back, we get to know the amount of money that you can make as an influencer. Kinora is here. And the manager, influential manager, Yvonne is also here. So let's go for a breather. Stay and stay. We'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back from that quick break, and we are talking about the fast growing use of female as influencers, in Ghana, because we are in Ghana. So let me talk about Ghana now. And I have Kinora. She is a chef and an influencer as well. I also have Yvonne Champon. Yes, Yvonne is the influencer in our manager. Before you become an influencer, she needs to manage you. And Yvonne. Oh, why? No, Yvonne Meboa.
I wish.
Oh, but so what's your job?
Well,
you're an influential manager.
Yes. So I think really what my job entails is to kind of define what an influencer strategy for a brand will be.
Oh, okay.
So at Now Available, we work with a number of brands who are really interested in the use of influencers. And over time, what I have observed is that these brands are no longer interested in transactional relationships. They are not interested in, okay, give me 2 or 3 posts a month and I will pay you X amount of money. They are looking to build a partnership with these people. So they are looking for you to support them on social media and on your platforms, but they are looking to also support you in whatever activities you run. So if you're a chef and you have a restaurant and you're opening and it's a food brand, we want to be a part of that, right? So I think it's really evolving, and I can see that the brands are really interested in long-term relationships.
Okay.
So maybe the goal is to get a brand ambassador out of the whole package.
Okay.
But it's really interesting so far. Yeah, some of the brands are really, really exciting to work on.
I get you. Now, Kinora, let me come to you. Being an influential and a chef, how much do you make? Is it per month, per an ad, or how do you make your charges?
So usually it depends on the number of posts and the duration as well. So let's say a client can approach you and say, okay, I want you to let's say post 8 images or 8 videos within a duration of a month. So maybe it could be twice a week or 3 times a week. So it depends. And in terms of the figures, I'm not sure if I want to disclose that yet. But yeah, that's how it goes pretty much.
Okay. But I heard you know much, like a bit about Wupro, though you are not signed on it. So how do one, try, a person that is signed on Wupro, how do you make money from that one? I believe you're told.
Yeah, I think I'm not really sure about how the process goes, but I'm sure it depends on how the agency deals with the client and gets you, the influencer, on board. So if you are on board, then there's a payment structure, I'm sure, and a contract for you to sign and the payment methods and stuff like that. So it's pretty much.
So please make sure you sign right now. Right after the show, make sure you
sign up.
Yes, they will. They also do that. I mean, immediately you're done, they also do that.
Right.
I know. So let me come to the amount that I don't know. Sikanas no one here mankasa. It's or them, you know, people have to know.
Like rough estimate.
So we know. Oh, let us know. And I
think I'm only a little, should I say, holding back on the figures.
Yeah, I think so.
Just only because
okay.
I think that it's easy to benchmark yourself against someone like her who has probably been putting in the work for a long time.
Okay.
And who has delivered. Because you may want to think about what is the ultimate outcome, what are the objectives of whatever campaign is being run. And if the brand feels that she has delivered, if, for example, they paid her 5,000 cedis for something, they are going to be more willing to increase.
And does that even happen, the 5,000?
Oh, it does.
Oh, yeah.
It does. Okay. So that's why I'm saying that it depends on...
Did you look at the
Yes, it does. It depends on who you are, what kind of following you have.
Okay.
Also, I feel that there's a danger in some influencers having multiple brands on their pages, multiple at the same time.
Okay.
Right? Because you don't
and
want
is there any effect in that?
There absolutely is.
Let her end up and then you add
There absolutely is, because if I follow you because I love your lifestyle content, or I love your travel content, you travel all the time and you share pictures from your travels. I'm living my life vicariously through you. I haven't gone to Morocco before, but I see Morocco through your page.
Yeah.
And suddenly your page is flooded with hashtag ad. It's exhausting.
Oh.
Yes. And at a point in time,
is that so?
It begins to feel like you're a sellout. And you are just everything is just about the money, and you no longer care about your audience. So I definitely believe in diversifying your portfolio, your brand portfolio, as long as you're an influencer. You want to, work with different brands because it also adds to your value. But you don't want to do too much at the same time, so that about more than 50% of your content is paid content. Then it doesn't do well for your ability to influence people in the long run.
Okay, I think she said it all.
Okay, so Kenora, what you being an influencer yourself, what do you think that brands look for from you before they even contact you or sign contract with you to be their brand ambassador or even an influencer to their brand? Okay,
I think it depends on the clients as well. Again, if let's say you are into cosmetics, right? And you would want to have an influencer who is in line with your product. So before any clients will go for you, then they should feel or, basically feel you are the right person for it. And obviously they'll do a little bit of research, maybe check your social media platforms, look at your numbers, look at your interactions, look at your type of content. Yeah, so a lot goes into how they pick their, the right person for the job.
Okay.
I agree. Recently we run an influencer campaign for Baileys. We worked with Kenora actually.
Oh.
And yes.
So you know Kenora already?
I do. I don't know that she knows me, but I do know her.
I get that connection now because it looks like you know more about her brand.
Yes. And I think that one of the things that brands look out for is brand fit. If let me take Baileys as an example, right? It's Irish cream. It's it's a treat. They're thinking about it as a treat. They're thinking about it as this decadent thing that girls or ladies like to enjoy, right? So they have to look for someone who will fit that brand. This is the brand's persona. They need someone whose persona matches that. If I'm running an anti-tobacco campaign, I'm not going to pick someone who is a known smoker to be the face of my campaign because there's no fit. So you always need to look for brand fit between the person or the influencer and the brand itself. That is why someone like Nana McBrown is such a great brand ambassador or influencer for these type of food brands, because she gives you that image of a nurturing, warm, friendly person that appeals to the masses. So these brands that are also focused on the masses will like to work with her. You get what I mean? And so the brand fit is really important. Your reputation is also really important. Your numbers are important. But then again, some brands will value quality over quantity. So even though you may have 100,000 followers, you may post and nobody cares. because your content is not really authentic. So it needs to really pull through strongly that you are an authentic face in this particular area.
Okay.
And if you are that, then brands will want to work with you. Also, you have to be professional. Because sometimes people are really hard to work with. At the agency, I know that there are some influencers that are doing really well. But if you mention their names, everybody will start crying, please, no, because they are a nightmare to work with.
Okay.
Right?
So in this statement, what are some of the do's and the don'ts of an influencer? What are some of the things that they are not supposed to do so brands wouldn't come to them? Or what are the things that they are supposed to do, in order to get more contracts?
Well, I think you should be professional. That's the first thing.
Very important.
Be professional in the sense that be responsive. Some brands will require you to sit through a training to be able to be an influencer. I just spoke about Bailey's. It's an alcoholic brand, so they need people to drink responsibly.
Okay.
So because of that, they will train you before you become an influencer, right? You need to read your contract. Let me say this again. You need to read your contract
all the time.
Sometimes
because
you have to even go to your lawyer, I think.
Exactly.
That's very necessary.
Because sometimes there's a non-compete clause in there that says that if you're working with Bailey's, you can't be working with Amarula.
Exactly.
You get what I mean? Because it's direct competition. I think you also need to, like I said, don't have too many things going on your page at the same time. And again, be true to who you are. I think that people can tell fake from real nowadays. So if you're professional,
obviously,
and you deliver well, brands will want to work with you. I can name so many people that we have worked with on really small projects that we have gone back to with bigger projects just because the experience was really excellent. And there are brands that will, some people on the brand team that will call you and say, hey, this person was really, really good. We're going to phase 2 of this campaign. Can we have her again? And it's amazing if a brand person says that, because us as the agency.
And does that happen often, like in Ghana here?
It does really, really often. There is a gentleman, I don't know if I should mention his name, but who we used for a campaign last year for Johnny Walker. When Johnny Walker launched
the product's name is what I don't want it to be mentioned often for me, but the name of the person.
Yes, but I mean it was a really exciting. I just use them as examples, so people know that these brands are yes. And this is a gentleman that we use who wasn't really a very strong contender when we were thinking about influencers.
Who was that?
His name is Bliss King.
Okay.
And when we used him, we saw his professionalism, and he was just really enthusiastic about the brand overall. And it made us so excited that we said to ourselves, if we were ever to do phase 2 of this, then we should think about this guy again, because he just showed that he was enthusiastic about creating the content, showing up when it was time to show up. And I think that when influencers do these types of things, it sets them up for bigger deals in future.
Okay, let's Kenora come in. Kenora, you are an influencer, yeah? So what are some of the things that you're careful about not to do on social media? Because you know it will affect your brand as an influencer.
I think, just as she mentioned, conflict of interest. I would not say I'm working with a particular brand that's in line with another brand or that's similar to another brand. I'll make sure not to breach the contracts with, because some people do not come with contracts. Some people too do come with contracts. So in order not to, have conflict, you do not work with similar brands, and basically you have to be responsible. If you say you're going to post on Tuesday, 8 a.m., you're supposed to do that. If they say, okay, in terms of captions, they need to review it, you're supposed to do that on time as well to make everybody's work easier, because also, as much as you're doing something for someone, you don't want someone to use a different tone at you, So yeah, I think basically it's more about your personal your work ethics in general.
So you send the captions to them to review before you post.
It depends. I think it depends on the brand
as well.
It depends on the brand. And I think, like she said, it's your work ethic, because you work sometimes for a particular campaign, you are able to work with up to 10 different people at the same time. And you can have literally the content sent in and you can compare. And you can see the effort that has gone into someone's photography, the thinking they have put into the video they have created. And you're like, wow. And another person is not giving the same energy. And so it can get a little frustrating at times because you have your campaign objectives. Your client is looking for a return on their investment. So I think if you put in your best foot forward, I really think it will pay you really well in the long run.
Okay.
I think it will.
So is it right for an influencer to apply to a brand that he or she wants to be a brand ambassador or influencer to them? Does it even happen?
I think
okay, hold on there. Let's go for a breather. When we come back, yes, I need some water in my throat. We'll be right back. Hold on, stick and stay. We'll be right back. Yes, you are watching Girl Vibes and we are vibing today on eTVGhana, yes. And Mother's Day is coming very soon, and tell us about the amazing woman who isn't your biological mother but has impacted you positively over the years, and you stand a chance of winning big to celebrate her on Mother's Day on eTVGhana's African Women's Voices, yes, with my sweet big sister, Mrs. T. It's your time, you know, I love her so much. So, yes, get to celebrate that woman in your life who is actually not your biological mother, but has impacted positively in your life this special Mother's Day. And be on, I think you're going to be on African Women's Voices at exactly 8 p.m. every Wednesday on eTVGhana. Okay, so, yes, all you have to do is just to share your unique story on eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show that is broadcast every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. So tomorrow is going to be live on eTVGhana at exactly 8 p.m. So please, mami bia or dawa kumadra sabe on your no chimo bariase, but in fact, the impact our brabo crossing mami or chimo bay until you get to celebrate her on African Women's Voices. Now, last week, make sure the gongo bita. Arabata no tewa, our friend wasana baby. And see all the trends on social media. Arabata is bro every Saturday at exactly 8 p.m. Now, it is our frakakraba fancy be or canon easy. 80 for all the juicy, you know, tidbits, entertainment trends, whatever, political or whatever, current affairs, everything on social media. Arabata, our fraba no tewa, bro on Saturdays at exactly 8 p.m. only on eTVGhana, and we are also live on channel 177 on GoTV every time, so you get to watch the Gongon Bita with Arabata, Abufraba Notewa, and Christian Connect, yes, with my very own Paul. I love Paul so much, I don't know why. He's been supporting me everywhere, so yes, Christian Connect is also back last week Saturday, Sunday no premiere, and this Sunday to make a date with Paul at exactly 4 p.m. with Christian Connect, being that relationship issues and whatever you want to know about Christianity. And the quiz is so exciting with Christian Connect. So make sure you tune in this Sunday at exactly 4 p.m. Now, in that, so miss me what cheesy pizza voucher. Wofia ha chede mezibama kinora. Na Yvonne was a coffee. They would kinora or in fact the lips no licking that. Now cheesy pizza. Yes, we have an interesting, you know, news for you. Cheesy pizza. Sisia no osu branch, you know. If you buy one pizza, yeah, that's one other free cheesy pizza. Machede is a coffee, so you buy one, you get two. I mean, who wouldn't love this? So just call this number on 05025333997. 05025333997 whenever you need pizza. And this is not just pizza, this is cheesy pizza, very delicious pizza. I mean, imagine the bottle pizza one box, so it's a jumbo size. Now I said I'm extra jumbo size. I mean, it's going to be exciting with you and your family. And that's a mama Kinora annoying Yvonne and see yeah, but don't worry, mommy who did Kinora. But before we went on the break, I was asking that can an influencer apply to a brand to be their influencer or ambassador?
Yeah, I think yes. Why not? It's almost like back in the days when they say, "Oh, it's only guys that can approach girls," but lately
we can also approach the guys.
For example,
you hold on quickly. Let me announce my phone numbers and we continue with the discussion. It's getting interesting, but the time is far gone. The numbers are 0555 657 278. 0555-657-278, and it's also beneath your screen. Make sure you pick it and call us if you're a brand influencer. Another brand influencer, whatever question you have, Kinora is here. Yvonne is also here. You ask us and then we'll tell you. Yvonne, Kinora, before you continue, okay, let me read some of our Facebook messages. So yeah, Opuni says, good evening, the Kunfi Princess. The topics these days are educative and encouraging. Kudos, thank you. And Musa says, Madam Awini, I'm watching you live from Mole National Park. Hey, Kinora. Have you been doing photo shoot over there?
No, I it's work related. Yeah.
Okay. So you've been going there. That's good. It's okay to
I'm
tell
from the
people. Oh, okay.
So that's home.
Oh, that's nice. And it's okay to share, you know, our belief, our tribes, and our pictures and all that with the world. So it's fun to explore. And someone says, watching you live from Abur, is it Abur or Abur in the Volta region? I believe I got that one correct. I'm really into your programs. Thank you, Samuel. And you can also send your comments and call us. Our phone lines are activated. So let me mention the number again, 0555657278. Frena Inge Kenora, na Yvonne, na Yen Chuchun Como. And Sisi, Anna Kenora said to the bench, but it's no was more Bianco Simbe in the phone pet. Sisi, I'm ban what some Simbe in the pen. It doesn't mean the influencers can also go to the brand.
Yes, why not? I feel if you feel you have what it takes and you can approach a brand or a company and tell them that, okay, so this is what you do, this is your page, and in case they have a gig or if you have a proposal of a strategy or a campaign plan, why not? You can try, you know, your luck, shoot your shot.
Okay. Yvonne, don't you think that even makes you, you know, cheap or a cheaper brand, you know, for you putting a brand that you want to be the influencer?
I mean, Kinara is right. You can shoot your shot. I think I know of people that have approached brands with ideas, but I think at the end of the day, you have to kind of look at the brand and look at yourself and be able to see that you're a good fit for the brand and the brand is a good fit for you as well. Because even though you are looking...
I have a caller, so Yvonne, hold on. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, dear. Your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Angela. I'm calling from my name, sir.
All right, Angela. What's your opinion today or your question?
Okay. In fact, I really love the program.
Thank you.
I want to say hi to Kenora.
Oh, Kenora.
Oh, hi.
You have a fan.
Yes, she is my friend. And I want to say she has really inspired us.
Wow.
And we look up to her for the best and for the better.
Hey,
Kenora
is blushing.
Hi, I am actually. Nice talking to you.
Okay, thank you for calling and make sure you watch this show. I believe you watched today because of Kenora, but please continue watching. She's a fun and a friend as well. So this one is saying, okay, thanks. Can I ask more about it? Another caller. Okay. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Jeffrey, calling from Tamawa, Sun City.
All right, dear. You go ahead.
Please, I really love your program. And then, per your discussion, I really want to be influencer at the same time, brand ambassador. And then I want to tell my sister in the blue shirt, Yvonne, right?
Okay, Yvonne.
She's very great. Her explanation and everything. I wish to meet her one day because what she's explaining right now, I just love it.
Yeah, and she's an influencer manager.
Okay.
So she knows more.
Please.
Yeah, that's why she is on Girl Vibes to teach you more about it.
I want her to do one thing for me.
Okay, tell me.
Please, I want your producer to pick my number and let her know. I want her number so that she teach her a lot of things because all she's explaining right now, I'm getting it and I'm getting it deeper and deeper.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
All that she's saying, I'm just listening to her as if she's talking to me directly. I want to know more about her so that please, I want to hear her voice. She should get my number or she should call her number so that I'll talk to her.
All right, thank you for calling. We don't have enough time today. So this one says, okay, thanks. Can I know more about this show? Because it's something I just watched and I watched once and I got attracted, so I just wrote the WhatsApp number. Okay, so continue watching. It's every Tuesdays at 9 p.m. and you get us right here. I'm happy you're excited about today's show, and so you can also the WhatsApp number. It looks like people really want to send it more. So let me mention the WhatsApp number. I think I have a caller, right? Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, dear. Your name and where are you calling us from? Oh, I lost her. Sorry. Please take the number and call us again. You can also WhatsApp us. And I'm very new in Pocha. I was sending WhatsApp. I'm not calling. Lines need to be busy. Issue. So you WhatsApp to. I have a caller. Okay, before I announce the numbers. Hello, caller. Please reduce the volume on your TV set and listen to me through your mobile phones when you call me, please. And the WhatsApp number is 020222054. 020222054. And of course, and so if you're not getting us, you can WhatsApp us and I'll read it for you. This one says, hello, ladies. Okay, hello to you too. Whatever question you have, you can send it to us. This says, hello, I just wanted to join your program. You want to join? I don't know how, but I'll give you a contact to my producer, and I think you guys can take it from there so we get to know who you are and when to put you on the show, okay? So my time is far gone. Oh, Kenora, I wish we could talk more. But I was asking Yvonne there, if Samizamoko there, I want to be an influencer, another brand ambassador for a product. Am I not selling myself so cheap?
You're not. I think, like I was saying before, there are people that have approached brands. Okay. But again, you have to see if you are a good fit for the brand and the brand is a good fit for you, because it's supposed to be a mutually beneficial relationship. But at the end of the day, you have to have some level of leverage or some clout to be able to walk up to a brand and say, this is an idea and I think I'm a good fit for you. What people don't know is that a lot of brands work with advertising agencies. So they will route most of these activities through their agencies. So we like to say at the agency that be our friend. If you're an influencer, be the friend of the agency. So if you're able to identify what agency the brand you're interested in works with, then you can pitch yourself to them. And if you impress them enough, they will sell you hard to the brand. Okay. And I think it will work out. So there's no harm in trying.
Okay. But don't you think that the price, may go a bit down because we didn't come for you. You are coming to us.
Absolutely.
I don't think it affects it in any way. Because sometimes if you are not, let's say, that popular, or there are a lot of agencies that don't even know some influencers. So sometimes it's worth the try. Okay. So it's not going to affect in any way.
Okay, make sure you add in your final words because our time is far gone.
Oh, stay true to yourself.
What is the future for female influencers in Ghana? Do you think we are working hard? We are, up there now?
I think a lot of people believe women a lot. I've heard a few female friends say that they value compliments from their female friends more than from their male friends, because their male friends will say, you look nice. But the female friend will say, I like your MAC lipstick, because she knows she can pay attention to the details, right? And because women like to express themselves and we're so expressive, I think that there's a really big future when it comes to influencer marketing, because they're able to talk about so many different things in really interesting ways. And I think that as more and more people are going into that space, if they will commit to it, because it's not very easy. People think it's all about racking up followers, and people are willing to buy fake followers even. But if you are willing to put in the work and stay true to your brand.
I'm talking about fake followers. If you are pushing for an influencer, how will you even know that her followers are real or even fake on social media?
I think it's very clear.
Because I heard some followers are just robots.
Yes, they're bots. Yes.
So imagine selling to robots.
Yeah,
who's going to buy your product?
Because sometimes someone can have 1 million followers and have like, let's say 1,000 likes. It doesn't tally. I think if you have 1 million followers, automatically you should have like 300 and something thousand.
Okay,
likes
so you need
or
to
views.
Balance.
It should balance. That's what you use to.
Okay. When you go into their comments, you will see.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. I wish we had enough time. So your final words, and then we wrap up.
I just would like to encourage people who are in the influencer space, to continue to hone their craft, to put in the work, and to be professional. Because if you're paying to work with, no matter how great you are, no brand will want to work with you. And if you want to go into the influencer space, research what it takes to do it, and really know what you're about. If you are really into sports, it will really show when you talk about it. I'm not a sports person, so if I said I wanted to be a sports influencer today, no one would believe me. So be true to who you are and work hard, and I think it will work out really well.
All right, Yvonne Champon, you're so beautiful, and you need to be a PR person as well. I believe you're so good at that. So for that, reason, Cheesy Pizza says I should give you this, delicious cheesy voucher so you can enjoy. So yes, have this one.
Thank you very much.
And to Kinora.
Yes, please.
I'll be sharing yours with you.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. Don't mind me. So this is from Cheesy Pizza, you know, because you're on Girl Vibes today. So you can locate them, you know, across the country. In Osu, they are there. My favorite joint is Kaswa.
Wow.
You know, right before the overhead. Or right hand side, so if you're crying, I want every Saturday in Portugal, and I'm going to Cheesy Pizza. Welcome, I'm the Cheesy Pizza. In fact, make sure you know why I'm the Cheesy Pizza. It's so delicious. Now, if you go to the Osu branch, and when you buy one, you get an additional one for free. So if you like, just stay in the comfort of your own home and call this number 050-2533 397 050-2533 397, and make sure you call them and enjoy Cheesy Pizza. Now, talking about Whoopro, yes, it's our very own brand, and I must tell you, there is no way Kululu. To know more about Whoopro, make sure you come to Global Media Alliance. eTVGhana will give you more information about Whoopro when you go to Happy FM. Yes, myself, Ekunfi Princess, I can give you more details about Whoopro, so make sure you come. And a big shout out to our programs manager, Nosisa Do. Yes, I believe she's watching. It's Mother's Day, I think, on African Women's Voices. No, let me choosing Nosisa, Mrs. Nosisa. I mean, she has impacted a lot of positive in my life. So if I'm allowed, I'll choose her, and then we celebrate on African Women's Voices without my big sister, Mrs. T. Shout out to her as well. So a big thank you to Yvonne Achampon and also to Kinora Awini. She is a beautiful skin girl. And to my makeup artist, in the makeup, I'm not sure film with that makeup artist. To my producer, Rashida, I don't know whether I can still wish her Ramadan Kareem. I think that's okay to wish her because she's a Muslim and she's still fasting. And to my director, Johnny John, yes, thank you for connecting and, you know, talking back and back everything, making it exciting. To my cameraman, Kafidi. Shout out to you. I owe you one cheesy voucher. Not today, maybe some time to come. And also to my sound man, Justice, and my photographer, Joseph. Yes, an assistant producer. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.